Senator Ted Cruz has thrown down the gauntlet, calling the Federal Communications Commission FCC Chairman Brendan Carr a mafioso for his role in the contentious suspension of late-night host Jimmy Kimmel. This explosive accusation, delivered with a mobster's accent on Cruz's podcast, Verdict with Ted Cruz, has ignited a firestorm in political circles. But here's where it gets controversial. Cruz didn't just criticize the FCC's actions. He framed them as a dangerous overreach that could jeopardize free speech, especially for conservatives. And this is the part most people miss. The entire saga hinges on a monologue Kimmel delivered about the tragic death of conservative influencer Charlie Kirk, which has become a lightning rod for ideological clashes. Let's break this down. The controversy began when Kimmel, on Monday night, joked that the suspect accused of killing Kirk, a prominent figure in the conservative community, was a MAGA Republican. However, authorities in Utah clarified that the suspect was indoctrinated with leftist ideology, a detail Kimmel didn't include in his remarks. The FCC, which oversees broadcast licenses for networks like ABC, NBC, and CBS, then issued a veiled threat to ABC. If Kimmel stayed on air, the agency might revoke the network's license. Carr, the FCC chairman, accused Kimmel of directly misleading the American public, a claim Cruz dismissed as theatrics straight out of a Goodfellas script. He's threatening to cancel ABC's license, saying, "We can do this the easy way or the hard way," Cruz said, mimicking a mobster's tone. It's like a gangster walking into a bar and saying, "Nice bar you have here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it." Cruz, typically a staunch ally of President Donald Trump, even went so far as to call Carr a good guy, while condemning his tactics as dangerous as hell. But here's the twist. Not all Republicans are on board. While Senator Thom Tillis of North Carolina called Carr's behavior unacceptable, others, like Kansas Senator Jerry Moran, warned against crossing lines that could undermine free speech. "The conservative position is that free speech is free speech," Moran said, urging caution. Meanwhile, South Dakota Senator Mike Rounds downplayed the issue, framing it as a straightforward employer-employee matter. President Trump, who rarely lets a political spat slide, publicly defended Carr and rebuked Cruz, stating, "I disagree with Ted Cruz." This rare clash between two of the president's closest allies highlights the deepening divide within the party. And the controversy isn't just political, it's personal. Kirk, a 25-year-old conservative activist, was fatally shot on a Utah college campus in September, sparking a national reckoning over violence and ideology. The Senate later passed a resolution to honor Kirk's birthday as a day of remembrance, though nearly 100 Democrats opposed it. So where do we go from here? Cruz's fiery rhetoric raises a provocative question. When does protecting public interest become censorship? Is the FCC's threat to revoke ABC's license a legitimate regulatory action, or a power grab that could backfire on conservatives in the long run? The debate is far from over, and it's a reminder that in today's polarized climate, even the rules of the game are up for grabs. What do you think? Is the FCC overstepping? Or is it just doing its job? Share your take in the comments below.